Hi, very good afternoon to you. In today's video, let's talk about studying in public spaces. My name is Darren, and I'm the English tutor from EnglishTuition.org. And in the previous video, I've already discussed about creating our study spaces. If you have not already seen that video, I'll leave a link to the video somewhere at the top of the video, and you can check it out if you have the time. So in this video, I want to further elaborate on studying in public spaces, because besides the public library and the study rooms at the community centers, many of our local students also like to study at places like restaurants, such as McDonald's, Starbucks, Coffee Bean, right? Restaurants and cafes. So what is the proper etiquette to adopt if our students are to study in these places? Of course, if we are to go to these restaurants during the off-peak hours and there are many empty tables around, generally speaking, most business owners do not mind the students just taking up part of the space, because after all, they are also paying customers. Of course, if we are going to go there and use their space for our own personal reasons besides eating there, then please be polite about it and be a paying customer first. Go there, and even if you're not hungry, buy a drink, right? Or if you're not thirsty, just go there and buy a drink or buy something. And then once you're a proper customer, then you can sit down and use the space. And if you finish that drink, you feel thirsty and you don't feel good about using the space for such a long period of time, then by all means go and buy something else from the restaurant. And at the end of the day, we have to be very sensitive and considerate about the needs of the other customers, right? Because this is essentially not a place for studying. The primary purpose of the restaurant is not for people to go there and study or to do work, right? It's for people to go there and patronize the restaurants and to take a quick bite or to have a meal there. And we have to be sensitive to that. So during the peak hours, when more and more people flock into the restaurants to have their meals, they are buying food and they're looking for empty tables, please be considerate and pack your things and leave the restaurants and empty these tables so that other people can make use of them. Sometimes I see students who continue to occupy that space, and they have just one cup of soft drink on the table, and they have already finished their drink a long time ago, and they refuse to vacate that space, and then there are people around them standing around looking for empty tables. So personally, I feel that that type of behavior is not acceptable, because that space itself is for people to eat and it's not for people to study. So if you want to avoid this awkward situation, right, what students can do is to plan the study time accordingly. So if you find that during the exam periods, right, a lot of these study rooms and the library, these places are already very crowded, and you find that the house at home, your own home, okay, is not a conducive environment because of all the noises that are there, then you have to find an alternative place to study. And then sometimes these restaurants become the last option, right? So if you have to go to the restaurants to study, then please plan your time accordingly, right? So during the off-peak periods, give yourself time, say 2 to 3 hours. That if you're going to study from 2 to 5, right, that's usually the time when most people do not have their meals, and you can make use of that 2 to 3 hours of time very productively by really going there and studying, right, and doing real work there, right? And then make it a point that like 5:30, maybe you just leave the place. You want to go home for dinner, or you want to go elsewhere and meet your friends for dinner, so be it, right? So plan the time accordingly so that you won't find yourself in this awkward situation where you have to maybe fight with the staff. So that's my opinion about studying at fast food restaurants and cafes. Do you think that it is appropriate for students to study at these places? Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and give the video a thumbs up. And if you like this discussion, feel free to head over to my YouTube channel and subscribe to the channel, or you can join my Facebook group or page for free. I'll leave the links in the video description below. I'll talk to you soon in the next video. Bye.